Hello.
And a you good day.
I have to say that this is really exciting. So this is
Well, if you have to say it, then by all means say it.
well, you know, following your highest excitement.
Yes.
And I guess I'm up here, and before, at the beginning of lunch, I heard, don't say what you know, say what you feel.
All right.
And so I'm kind of like improving right now in the moment because I wrote down so many things that were coming to me.
Yes.
And I have questions, but I'm just going to see what naturally kind of comes out.
By all means.
So I am, as we all are, kind of like channels and intuitives.
Everyone is.
Yeah. And
Just a matter of awakening to that fact.
Yeah, and so one thing I noticed, like being here, and like when you were tuning in the beginning, I felt like what was going on in Darryl's body, and it was like it was a really cool thing.
Yes.
And I've been feeling things shifting in my body and clearing.
Well,
and,
yes, of course. Remember that
yeah.
when the connection is made, the channel is functioning as a reflection of our frequency to whatever degree is relevant in your reality, and his electromagnetic field will take on those frequencies, which many of you will then sense. And
Yeah.
you will either match it or you'll do something else with it. Mm-hmm. But the channel's body during these events does radiate something that is closer to our frequency.
Yeah. So what I'm realizing, and I'm kind of synthesizing this in the moment, is that making that change in belief
Yes.
can really come from a physical realm. And I live...
Can come from anywhere.
Yeah. And yeah, I guess because I'm kind of very
Because it's
kinesthetic
all permission slips.
I like that. I'm a singer, so that was cool. It was
We
good.
thought you would appreciate the frequency.
Thank you. So in that realm, so my next thing is that I felt like I heard you in the back of my head, and I'm wondering if that was my, like, during lunch, or
You
was that
heard
my...
you.
That's what I thought. Like, sometimes you put, like, by you, I mean mine and my higher self.
Yes.
Gives myself permission to hear something
Yes.
through a voice of somebody who I think knows more than me.
You may use me as a permission slip to allow the voice to seem familiar, but it's still
Right.
you.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yes.
So, but I do in meditation, sometimes I can sense that it is me.
Yes.
And sometimes it is another, like I have
It
different
is
guides I work
sometimes,
with.
and other, but it's
Yeah.
still you because the other still has to come through you. It's just that the you is now taking on the vibration of the other, but it's still you in order to reach you.
Do you mean like the message that's coming through is a message that I know, but that person's stepping in kind of like as an intermediary to tell
Look
it
at your
to
own
me?
telephones.
Okay.
You know that the person speaking to you on the phone, their voice at their end is not what you're hearing at your end. It's been converted into electronic signals, beamed to a satellite, beamed to your phone, reconverted into acoustic signals,
Okay.
acoustic vibrations. It's not the original voice, but it's your phone doing it. So even though you may be in contact with another entity, the other entity still has to allow you to alter your frequency in such a way as to translate the other entity's vibration using your own energy.
Interesting. I'm feeling right now that I'm going to get more of the message later and it'll make sense. And as soon as you just said that frequency, there was a
Yes.
buzzing in my left ear.
There
and
you
now
go.
it just went away.
All right.
So that was pretty cool.
Yes.
Okay, I have a actual question now instead of
Oh,
a
an
dialogue.
actual question. All right.
I'm feeling it. So the thing with excitement,
Yes.
so there's kind of like a soul deep excitement, and then there's like I don't know, kind of like a surface ego excitement.
Yes,
And
kind of.
So
there can be.
Can you kind of elaborate on that? Because I feel one of my things is that I can be too dualistic and feeling like there's fighting excitements.
Well,
Or
do you
sometimes-
understand that creation is not a duality? It's a trinity. There is always a balance point in the center. Find the balance point in the center, and you will understand what the differences are in the different frequencies that you are experiencing.
Like I'm feeling the different possibilities of excitement.
Yes, the different levels, the different expressions of it that are relevant for the different levels that exist.
So one thing that I'm hard on myself about is, you have to choose the right one, like the highest one, the best one. And that causes me a lot of anxiety and keeps me from doing things.
You will always choose the best one at any given moment that is relevant for you in the level that you're operating on.
Well, so with that, there's like the feeling of, oh, this is like not my highest calling or my highest destiny, but I want to do it anyway. And am I interpreting that right, or am I putting a judgment on it?
Say it again.
Yeah, I don't even understand what I just said, actually.
Well, that's a good sign.
Well, like, okay, so it's like, I'm going to use a really like...
Maybe I should speak a little bit more your language.
As I said, I'm just kind of like channeling all of this in the moment too, so
Yes.
this is fun.
Yes. Now, what was the question, really?
Okay, so something else is coming.
Yes.
Is there really a difference between my ego and my soul?
Yes. Your ego is the structure that focuses your soul in a way that allows it to experience what you call physical reality. The ego structure, just by itself, its job is just to give you a physical experience. As we have often said, the analogy is sort of similar to a diving mask. If you're going to dive into the ocean, it's going to be a little blurry unless you wear a diving mask that sharpens the image for you. So the ego is simply the diving mask. It's not designed to tell you what to do or where to go. It's only designed to give you the experience that you decide to have in the clearest possible way. So when you overload the diving mask with all these ideas that it's supposed to be in charge of everything, the diving mask will, in a sense, resent that because it's not built for that. And that's what turns it into the negative ego, and that's when the diving mask cracks.
Huh. So kind of what you're saying is like the ego...
It's a personality structure.
Yeah, and the thing you just said about being in control, so that's usually what a lot of us want to be and what the ego wants to do, but you're saying the ego actually doesn't want to do that because that's not even necessarily its job.
Correct, it's not what it's designed to do.
That's so cool. So we're like doing it to ourselves.
Yes. Yes, you are. Because of the things you've been taught. The way you've been taught to think about yourselves quite often is exactly backwards from the way you really need to think about yourselves. The personality structure is like a three-sided prism. And it is that prism that breaks down the white light, the unbroken light of your consciousness, into the spectrum of your experience you call physical reality. But that's its job. That's it. It gives you that breakdown experience so you can experience time and space and process and change and discovery from a new point of view.
Like a rainbow.
Exactly. And that's its job, and that's it. It's not designed to determine what you should do with that rainbow.
That's really cool. And that's why you listen and go in the moment and the excitement, because it's a process and you don't know everything at once, so you're not supposed to. Okay.
And you're not supposed to.
Even if you have intuition, it's like, because that's another thing I'm hard on myself. Like, oh, you should know and blah, 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 but I shouldn't know.
Not necessarily.
Yeah.
You will know what you need to know when you need to know it.
Right, right.
That's why we in our civilization have absolutely no memory. We just know that we will know what we need to know when we need to know it. And we do. Period. We don't have to remember anything. The information is just there when we need it. Not a second before we need it, but not a second later than we need it. Just there, in perfect timing. That's why our civilization functions on what we call pure synchronism.
And everybody's following their highest excitement.
Absolutely. And everything works. And everything dovetails and everything fits. Just again, like if you have a picture puzzle, all the pieces that form that big picture have a certain shape. And only by retaining their real shape do they all fit together to form the big picture. The trouble comes when you try to change the shape of the piece into something it's not. Then it doesn't fit in the picture.
Yeah.
That's the struggle that you all feel, is the struggle of trying to be someone you're not. You think it's the hardest thing in the world to be yourself. That's actually the easiest thing in the world. But you've been taught the opposite. So you try all sorts of things that are not you, and you wonder why you're exhausted all the time. It's exhausting trying to be someone you're not. It's effortless and energizing to be who you actually are. Does that help?
That was awesome. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much.
As we appreciate all of you.
Thank you.
Hello, Bashar.
And a you good day.
Humbly grateful to be here. Thank you. I really like something that you said earlier about being in your highest excitement and always staying in a positive state.
Yes.
And I've adopted this belief, and I think it's served me really well, that everything happens for us and not to us.
Yes.
And
it happens through you, not to you.
Yeah. So today's been a lot of really good reaffirmations of lessons I've learned and teachings and stuff like that. One thing I wanted to ask you was, I've been a very lucid dreamer most of my life, and they've been becoming more and more clear.
All right. How
And,
exciting.
Yeah. Except I don't know how to translate what I'm seeing or receiving sometimes. So if there's any advice.
Well, how does it feel? What state does it put you in? Whenever you can't intellectually figure it out with your physical mind, always go to the vibration itself. What state does it allow you to experience? That usually means that's the state from which you need to act in life that would serve you best. So if you just get into the state, you will know whatever details you need to know. For most of those experiences, the most important thing is the state itself, not the details.
Okay. So I've been journaling every morning when I have the dream, what I can remember and how I felt. So these are, I don't know, sometimes it's really good, it's really bad. I feel safe, unsafe.
Safe and unsafe.
Yeah.
What do you feel unsafe about?
So the energy work that I've been learning and doing, there are entities that can attach to us. That's just a belief. Well, I can feel it. So, yeah, I don't want to think about it. I really don't believe that it can affect me. But then I'll feel like a compression in my chest, and I'll have anxiety out of nowhere. And okay,
It's not out of nowhere.
where does it come from?
Your definition. The one you're buying into.
So that I'm allowing it in through that definition.
Yes, of course you're aligning with the negative definition. That's what gives you the anxiety.
Okay.
Do you prefer that?
No.
Then why are you aligning with that definition that doesn't work for you?
Okay.
Is that simple enough for you?
Well said.
All right.
So I am a poker player also, and this is an idea that I've been playing around with. If I want to see a specific card that will give me a good hand, I try to visualize it before the cards run out. And sometimes I feel like I'm getting like superstitious, or it's driving me a little crazy. Is this something that I can actually manifest in real time?
In some senses, when you need to, but again, remember, you're ignoring the third part of the formula.
The expectations.
Yep.
Okay.
Too much insistence, too many conditions. You have to trust the flow.
That's
And
hard.
that means whatever you get is exactly what you need at that moment.
Okay.
Because it's up to you to figure out why it happened that way and how you can use it in a positive way. That's why. Because the higher self knows what the card is you need to look at that moment, if only to show you that you might still be putting conditions on things by insisting on a different card.
Okay. And I've been trying to learn when is a good time to leave, because sometimes I will feel like a shift in energy. And
In what?
In like the flow of the game.
Then leave.
Yeah, so, okay. So just, I guess, learning to trust myself more when to leave.
You see, you're looking at the game as if it's supposed to get you something, instead of understanding the game as a process that you're going through. That's what's tripping you up. It's a process. And since you can allow yourself to understand that you're enjoying just going through the process, then whatever happens in that process, you have to know is what's serving you. It's not about the idea of the cards having to be in a certain way for you to know you're a winner. So you may be testing yourself to decide, Do you just know that you are a winner in life regardless of the cards in your hand?
Not
Or
always.
not?
Most
That's
of the
the
time.
process.
Okay.
So no matter what the cards are, you won. Because you won something more important than whatever the stakes are in the game, which is just a symbol for everyone playing it of a process they need to go through to get in touch with different aspects of their definitions and consciousness. That's the real game of poker. Not the cards on the surface. That's an illusion. Physical reality isn't real. You're going through a process. You're playing a very, very high-level game with one another that gives each other an opportunity to discover things about themselves. But if you're looking at the cards and attempting to win the stakes, I'm not saying you can't from time to time when it's your time to do so, and it will be from time to time, and that's okay, in perfect timing. But if you're not really playing the higher game, then you're not really playing the correct game. You're just playing the illusion game. So play a higher game. See it as a process for everyone, discovering something about themselves. Whether the other players are doing that or not doesn't matter. You're doing it for yourself, and you can see that the other players are actually doing it for that reason, even if they don't consciously know it. When you start looking at the game from that level, you will play a whole different game. And you'll be surprised at the synchronicities that occur. And they won't necessarily be what they need to be to, quote unquote, win the card game, but the synchronicities that you see will all be aces for you. Yes?
Yeah, it's simple, but the mind doesn't want to make it seem that simple, so
The
complicated.
definitions. It's not the mind. Don't blame the mind. The mind is just a mask. It's the definitions you're coloring the mind with that make it difficult. There is no such thing as an inherently difficult situation. Only your definitions make it seem so.
Okay.
Does that help?
Yes, thank you.
Good game.
Greetings.
And a you good day.
The past I think of is not mine from this point.
All right.
So, but we just use that as reference?
You can. Whatever you decide you are now is who you are. If you really, really know that that's true. You can't pretend. You can't cover things up, gloss them over, ignore things that are there for you to look at. But whatever you define yourself to be is how you will experience your life, and that's what creates the idea of the effect of the past on you. You create the past from the present, not the other way around.
What's Changa?
What is Changa?
Yeah.
The word is not translating into our reality. Can you provide a definition?
Smokable ayahuasca.
All right. It isn't dissimilar from what we described earlier about the idea of letting the smoke, in a sense, disperse itself with intention. It is infusing interdimensional realities with a statement of who you are so that you can receive the reflections that you need at that moment, so that you can receive the responses from the intelligence in the ayahuasca in the best possible way. Does that answer your question?
Yes.
Anything else?
What are tattoos?
What are
They
tattoos?
seem alive.
Do you mean on your body?
Yes.
What do you mean, what are they?
I feel like I can grab them sometime.
Well, yeah, you can. Because again, people that place tattoos on their bodies are making a statement of intention, a statement of energy. There are symbols on other levels, non-physical levels, higher dimensional levels, that are simply being represented and symbolized by the tattoos on the body. So you might simply be seeing the tattoos in the multiple dimensions in which they exist.
So I can, is there like a game I can play with them?
Of course there is. Use your imagination. There are many different kinds of games you can play with it.
Okay. What is datura?
Specifically the substance?
Or what? What's like? What would I learn from it?
Well, why
What
don't
is
you
that?
use it and find out?
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Hey, Bashar.
Good day.
Uh, Hi. I am so excited by this. I really thank you for this.
It is our passion and our pleasure. What would you like to discuss?
Well, my personal growth is really important to me. I've known that since I was a little kid. Um, and it led me to you and the excuse me, I'm senior moment. Um,
The formula?
The formula, thank you. Yes, and I've taken to the formula, and I have a really good understanding of it. And it's also I have the law of attraction information as well.
Yes, well, the law of attraction, in a sense, is built into the formula as well. Because again, what you put out is what you get back.
Yes, I have discovered that my life has taken a terrific change. I'm basically happy all the time thanks
Oh,
to
honey.
this.
Yes.
Um,
We are basically happy all the time as well.
I like to hear that. Yes. Um, I guess my question I have is there anything there that I may not be aware of that maybe I don't know. I don't actually know, but I'm just
If you
wondering if
say
I
that
have.
you are happy all the time, why would you assume that there is something else you need to know? And why wouldn't you understand the formula enough to know that if there is something there, the reflective mirror component of it will bring it to your attention in the appropriate time?
You know, I actually agree with you on that. I guess sometimes I get so excited that I forget where my passion takes me. But I do follow my passion. Like you, I'm an artist, so I do know what it's like to allow my creativity and my imagination
All
sometimes
right.
get the better of me. But yes,
All right. Well, as long as you always course correct, as long as you're always aware to check yourself, you'll be fine.
thank you, thank you. Uh, The only other question I have at this time, it just dawned on me that like the work you're doing to with First Contact, I was really happy to hear what the announcement you made about the next coming year. Uh, um, my question is like what do we on this planet at this time, what do we offer in this exchange?
Many different things, many different perspectives, ways of experiencing life, ways of expressing your creativity that are different from ours. It enhances and builds and adds to our understanding of all the different ways that all that is has of expressing itself. Plus, again, the idea is that in the suggestions that we will deliver in the upcoming transmissions, we will see how you use your creativity to perform these acts for all those who are willing to follow these suggestions, take the actions, and increase their vibrational frequency to be that more aligned with the interstellar alliance. You will come at it from a unique point of view.
I like that. Uh, I listen to a lot of information for, like near-death experiences. I like to give an understanding of what's waiting for us on the other side when we go back to where we came from.
Yes, but remember that you are already there.
Yes, I am quite aware of that.
All right.
I'm working on my relationship with my inner being and source, building on that relationship. But I do understand that I come from the perspective of an illusion and
Yes.
going back to something real. Uh, and I actually do enjoy that fact. I'm looking
Yes.
forward to that.
Yes, it doesn't diminish the effect of the illusion because the illusion has its purpose, allowing you experiences that cannot be had purely in spirit, and thus it expands you and allows you to grow. So just by understanding it as an illusion does not in any way, shape, or form discount the experience as important.
I've discovered how important our experience here is to where source is.
Yes.
Yes. Um, I also came to the conclusion that we are basically energy that
Yes.
has consciousness.
Well, yes. Consciousness is energy. Energy is consciousness.
Right.
Existence is conscious.
Well, I gotta say, Bashar, I really do appreciate this. I don't actually have any other questions, but I'm grateful to having this time with you.
As are we. We thank you for the co-creation of the interaction, and again bid you an exciting path and journey. Aveo.
Aveo.